Hello everyone. So in this lecture we'll be figuring out how to install the Multi-Chain Explorer. So Multi-Chain Explorer is nothing but a the blockchain explorer, just like a Bitcoin blockchain. Let me show you how this looks in the Bitcoin. Right. So where you can actually explore the entire explorer and see how the blockchain is performing. So this is kind of the Bitcoin explorer. So Multi-Chain also has this kind of platform. I can show you right now. So this is our multi-chain explorer, right, where you can actually see how this whole blockchain looks like. So I'm going to show you how to install this kind of blockchain, multi-chain explorer, and see how the whole block and everything looks like. So yeah, so let's jump directly into the GitHub page so that we can focus the installation process. So of course we'll be using this, you know, the node 1. So let's exit from the interactive mode now because we want to install it into the node 1 server, right? Not in the blockchain, not in the multi-chain. So so I'll just go down. So simply they have asked for installing some library pip and python, right, for especially for the py crypto library. So I'm going to install this software, whatever they have mentioned as it is, copy paste, that's it. This will not take more than a minute or so. So I'm just going to copy this and pause this and install all these 5 lines. Yeah, so we just installed whatever was required to configure the multi-chain explorer. So it's done. So I'm going to now check out the repository, multi-chain repository. So how I'm going to do is just copy this URL, go to the window, and we'll say git clone and then command. Okay, so since I don't have a git installed, so I'll be switching it to this command, install the git. It's just a small program. So it's a version management system which will help you to maintain the file properly. So I'm just going to copy this again and say git clone and enter. It will actually create the whole multi-chain explorer. If you check out in the list, say multi-chain explorer, it's here. So we're going to cd multi-chain explorer, and all you have to do is just execute the program for the installation. So if you want to do it using root or you want to do it using uber user, so I'll just do it using user, right? So it's done, installation is done. Right, so one next step is we need to either create or launch our multi-chain blockchain. So we already have our blockchain up and running, we don't have to actually do that, so we can skip this part. So now next is we need to configure the multichain.conf file. So we'll go to this directory which is there, right? And now we are in the chain1 folder. We'll try to spit out the configuration file and we can see that rpc user and rpc password is there, right, which we already talked about in the initial stage. So what all you have to do is you have to add the rpc port into this file. This is the only thing which is needed. Rest of the thing, then we'll go to the multi-chain explorer and configure the file, configure its settings. So to know what is the rpc settings, you can go execute this command. This is your rpc port number 74, which we already talked about what is rpc port exactly means. 7450. I'm going to copy this and echo this. Right, that's it. This much only you have to do. If you want to confirm everything is fine, you're going to do this. to ensure that multi-chain RPC port has been recorded properly. So yes, that's RPC port is there now. Now configure the Explorer. Now go to the Explorer folder. So we'll go to Home and Multi-chain Explorer. Right. We'll try to copy this config file and we'll create our own. So copy this file. So created the config and then type sudo, or you just have to nano chain1.conf. Sorry, permission. I guess permission has been denied. So let me just. I think that's not the permission that we were talking about. So we'll say chain1.conf. Right. So we have this port. So this is the port where actually you will be serving the this multi-chain explorer. So you want to make it as a port 80 or 8080, whatever you want. So I'm going to keep it open, keep it to 0750. Next is, and yes, before you do it, remember that your server should be accepting the connection by configuring the security group. That's very, very important. You should not forget it. Then we need to allow anyone to connect it. So for that, we need to change the host to 000, not just the local host. That's again very important part. Do not forget it. And then you can have the configuration of the multi-chain network. So I'm just keeping everything as it is because we are using the same chain one name and etc. Rest of the things is the database you want to use. So we are not changing it because you want to use SQLite. Just save everything and that's it. So now if you go into browser with this IP, right, because you need to go with the public IP of this node 1, which was, you know that what is the public IP of node 1, right? This is the IP. So we need to append this 2750 as a port number, 750, and we seen the error. We need to make sure that we have the permission to be received. Oh, sorry, there is a one last command left. So once you are done with that, right, you need to actually, start the connecting with the blockchain, right? So we'll go to the command line and we'll try to execute this command. Right. So this is what we were looking for. So this will take time, right? It depends on how many blocks you have. So if suppose if you have a 2 million or 3 million blocks, then it will take so much time. So it might take even days. So we need to be very careful, right? So now since we are into this, the multi-chain explorer, right? We'll just execute this command and that's it. So it just launched everything. And now if you go and refresh, you can see the multi-chain explorer showing your all transition data. So whatever we actually executed in the command line, you can see it here as a transition. You click on this and you explore whatever inputs and outputs were there, right? If you go to the blocks, there are 451 blocks, right? So which will keep increasing, of course. So you'll see who was the miner, as you can see that it is being shifted. So miner one, then you can check the address and go to the asset one and then see whatever you want to see here. So that's it. So this is the how to configure the multi-chain explorer and use it to connect to the servers. So that's it. Thank you for this class. If there is anything, I think all is done. Yes, nothing left. Thank you.